Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about vibe coding tools like Lovable, Bolt, Cursor, and a few other websites which are mainly being used by everyone out there who are trying to build apps with the vibe coding. So what is vibe coding? So it's just a way of building things just by telling to the tools like Lovable, hey, build me this and build me that, and it basically kind of impressive that these tools are being designed and they are still in the nascent stage, and as they mature, I think they are even more going to be very mature, and I think we can do a lot more than what we are able to do it right now. They're still not perfect right now, but I also want to ensure that it's also how you prompt the tool itself. So if you don't have a proper structure or the way to guide it, so you may fail very often. So it may be very easy also to create a simple tools, but when you go beyond some simple tools, then you must have a proper structure in order to be able to complete that project without any problem or getting stuck in between. So with this, we actually get into one or two tools in this video and actually see what happens, and if we can build something out of it. So before that, whenever you try to build something, so you need to have a MVP. MVP is a minimal viable plan, and also you need to have a project requirement, a PR. They say PRD, project requirement description, or whatever they call it. So, and of course, these things which are being done by a manager and a team and the product manager, all these people sitting together and brainstorming and coming up with this, what is our minimal viable plan, and taking a lot of time. So we can basically do that using ChatGPT, and also use that feed to feed into the these tools called Lovable, or vibe coding tools, Lovable, or whatever other tools which we have. So, for example, let's think of a business idea. So, I want to use some tool, maybe to create a QR code. So, there are a lot of platforms already where we can actually create a QR code. So let's try that and see if we can build it very easily. So, but before that, I'm just going to go to ChatGPT and get me some basic MVP on that. So, hey, on the ChatGPT, so I'm actually using ChatGPT Plus subscription. So I'm not sure if we can. I think we can also, for the basic projects, we can also use like the ChatGPT 3 version to build a basic MVP. But I'm currently I'm using Pro, so I'm not sure if I'm going to continue it. But yeah, for now I'm going to use that. And the model that we are using is 4.0. But I think we also have different models if we want to change. But this works better for my requirement right now. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, uh, hey, I'm trying to build a MVP of a QR code generator using Lovable. Can you help me in design? Sorry, no. I'll let Lovable handle the design, like what color and how it should look like. Maybe we can also do with the ChatGPT, but I like Lovable doing its own way from my experience. Um, so can you help me in the plan, please? let's see what it's going to give. So it says, oh, you are building a QR code generator SaaS on lovable.dev for creators, business, and event organizers to easily generate, customize, and share dynamic QR codes. The MVP focuses on speed, simplicity, basic analytics with a premium tier ready plug and play roadmap. So it basically gave me what are the core features. I'm not sure if I'm going to do all of these in the current module, but let's give it a try. But at least I want to show you that how does the website looks and how the prompt looks for our first video. Of course, we are going to deep dive into more projects and find out how they pan out. Um, so lovable prompt, so it actually gives me a prompt that I can use directly in the lovable. So it gave me all the authentication. So yeah, so let's do one thing. So because I get the prompt already, so I'm just going to copy it. So I'm going to go to my lovable and I'm just going to try and paste it here and click on. No, I can't do it because there is a like you need to be able to log in first. So I need to log in. So let me try that. I'm just simply going to skip all of this to save some time. So now whatever I pasted, it's already here. So I'm just going to just review briefly like what is it's saying. So it says create a modern web app using so it's basically giving me some name as well, the ChatGPT using Tailwind, Superbase, and React. The app should have the following: the home page and hero section, blah blah blah, and the QR code section. And so input form, text URL, drop down, color picker, logo upload, preview area for generated, download PNG, download SVG. So okay, so and then the third section is the my QR codes dashboard, logged in users only. So where the logged in users can see some dashboard. It also says the authentication. Google plus email login via Superbase. Superbase is the database that Lovable is integrated with. So if you want to use logins stored and any other, like even the QR codes, the information to be stored in the database, so we'll be using Superbase in the Lovable, and auth protected routes for the dashboard, and the admin panel where the admin can see some analytics, and he can see all the viewers, and he can put the limits. So let's say, for example, maybe I need to only allow the free users to generate only maybe 1 or 2 QR codes, not more than that. If they want to create more than that, maybe we need to enforce the premium. So they need to subscribe to our services. And of course, since these apps are more the web-based, but we also want these apps to look good in the mobile view, the proper view. So I want to look like that. So all screens should look premium and optimized for mobile, which is good, and enable features. So yeah, so analytics and premium customizations and dynamic QR code. So you can see here. So in the free plan, I get 5 credits, and I have not used it. I have not used anything yet. So what it means is in Lovable, you get in the free plan, you get 5 credits each day, and in a month you get 30 credits, and each credit is kind of each prompt. So right now I just put all these details into this bar, and then if I'm just going to click, so yeah, just before that, you can also attach a picture, or if you have a mock design homepage generated or created by somebody and it was given to you. So let's say if you have a customer who says, okay, I have designed this using my team and they want the homepage to look like this, you can actually give that reference as well. You can attach those such things. And yeah, now coming back. So I gave all the details, and then now I'm going to click on run. Now it's going to do something. So on the left hand side, uh, basically whatever details you put in the chat before running, so it's going to show, and it's actually going to give me some okay, so looking at your request for SnapQR, this is an amazing QR code generated concept. This will be beautiful, modern web app and clean design and PM. So it's basically trying to understand what we gave and what it's trying to do something. It's actually writing something. So if I maybe just click on it, the writing navigation, so you can actually see the code is getting updated. So basically this is being written by AI. So right now it's previous, I think I saw it, there was a navigation form, and now it's home page is being written, and it's trying to do its own things, and let it do its own thing. And meanwhile, so you can see, okay, so once this gets generated, so we are going to see a preview here, and also you have an option here like code viewer. So if I click on that, on the left hand side, you can see what files are being created actually. So, and basically you can actually see the code. So, and also you can see here, since we are not on the paid plan, it says it's only read only mode, so I can't change by myself in the free plan. But let's see, I'm very interested to see how much we can achieve in our 5 credit limit in our first session. So let's read a little bit more on this. So for the first version, I'll focus on beautiful homepage, QR code generator with basic customization, clean responsive design with modern gradients animation, and I'll use modern color platter. So okay, so interesting. So after this, all the steps is run, it said I have created beautiful modern Snap QR code app with a premium design. What next? Redefine and customize, pick the design, and so we can basically. So for now, the database is still not connected because we need to connect it manually. So the first connection for the database, always it's at least for now, it's being done by the person who is building the app itself. So once the database is connected manually, then any subsequent step where we need to create tables or anything in the database, so it's going to be run by the it's going to be run by the lovable itself. So okay, let's see. Okay, this is a cool tool for just 1 credit. So I just want to show you the credits as well. So let's go to lovable.dev, and if I actually click here, you can see I used one of your daily credits. So all this prompt is 1 credit. So okay, so I'm actually going to click on this preview so that I get the whole screen what we created. So you see, generate beautiful or QR codes instantly. So yeah, this is cool. Maybe I actually don't like the blue color much because most of the websites that I create in Laravel, most of the time by default they come in the blue color unless I give a prompt in the beginning saying, okay, create in a different color or maybe make it look like something not blue or explicitly saying, or sometimes of course it's going to create in a different color even if you don't mention it, but most times I see the blue, and I maybe I don't want all the websites created in Laravel to look blue if they don't know. So um, but it's still very good, I believe. So I'm going to click generate code. So it's asked me, wow, this is something which is cool, right? So I mean, it basically with just one prompt you got almost everything. Of course, you need to tweak it more, but the text, let's say I'm going to give one of the website that I have, giftwise.com. I'm going to click on this, and there are two types of QR codes just for your information. So one is the static QR code and the other one is the dynamic QR code. What is the difference is in the static QR code, you generate a QR code and that's just used for once. So maybe I just give my website name or whatever information behind the QR code. So if I change my website or if something is broken, what behind the QR code, whatever information that was initially input, you don't have an option to update it. But in the dynamic QR code, so you always have the same QR code again. The QR code is not changing, but in the dynamic QR code, you have an option. Maybe the creator of that website is giving you access to the admin tools where you can manage your QR code, what's behind the QR code. Let's say if you put a website behind that QR code, and maybe after 1 or 2 years, you are planning to change your brand name, or you're trying to add new phone numbers, or you're making some changes to the actual information behind the QR code. So you can do it without actually changing the QR code itself. Maybe you might have given the QR codes to number of people and you might have stick the QR code in multiple places, but you don't want to change the QR code itself, but just the information. Or maybe you are running a campaign, uh, and when the campaign runs, maybe you want to run different information behind the QR codes. So it's all can be done in the backend in a very simple way instead of just updating the QR itself, like the display of the QR itself, which is very, very helpful in the dynamic. So I'm in this case, we are just going with the static QR code and see what happens. And yeah, so it's also basically asking me some color. So do you want it to look black or something else? So yeah, looks so cool. I don't know if it's actually going to change or maybe just giving some. Let's go with pink. Yeah. Oh, it actually changed something. So yeah, if you have a logo, you can also give a logo, but I don't have it. I'm actually not able to choose a logo. I think maybe it's not written yet. So let's click on generate QR and see what happens. Yeah, I have my phone. I'm just going to, it's not going to be showing up in the video, but I'm curious to try if there is actually something getting generated. Okay, so it looks like it's still dummy, so it's not doing the complete thing because I think we need to set up the database and do a few things before it actually works. But you kind of got the layout, the basic skeleton of the uh, website or the plan that you are going to do. So let's go to let's check the other sections here. So we have home, generate QR code, and then we have my QR codes. So this is how it looks if you generated something inside. So again, there is nothing configured yet, like because there is no database or it's all the dummy data which the Lovable has put for us. But we can configure it. But basically, Lovable is saying this is how it looks. Of course, you can, if you don't like this, you don't want this to look like this, you can of course ask the Lovable to, okay, can you change like so and so? I don't like this. It can do it actually. And if I click on sign in again, there's nothing. So it's just a basic website with one prompt. So it looks cool for me. You know what? I'm actually interested to take the same command and maybe use it in a different platform to see what it's going to generate for us. Uh, let's do that. So in this case, I'm not going to uh, use all my 5 credits for now. Let's go to the other platform and see what happens. So there's something called co.dev. So I don't know how popular is this one, because I just because most of the time in the communities I see people speaking about Replit and bolt.dev and Lovable, of course, and a few other websites. But I never saw, or maybe very less people talk about co.dev. And I just stumbled upon this when I was searching for platforms which can create the in the next.js. Here also we have some kind of a limit. So if I go to the billing, if I'm not wrong, we get, yeah, so we get $3. So yeah, each just to be making you clear, so each of these platforms has their own way of billing. So for example, the Lovable, as you have seen, each prompt is 1 credit, and they give you like 1 credit in the free plan. And they also have multiple, for example, the paid plans. If I go to the settings, plans and billing, and yeah, so in the paid plans, the basic one is the $25 per month. So you get 100 credits. So it's basically 100 prompts, or $1 equal to 100 prompts. Sorry, 4 prompts. And if you complete 100, then or it depends on your requirement. If you think you need only 100, you can go for 100, but then you can incrementally choose a different plan if required. So this is how it works in this one. And in the co.dev, so they give you actually the money, and the based on the usage, the money gets deducted automatically. And just to let you know that there is a plan here, like say for example, plus plan. So in the hobby plan, so you all the projects, or even in the Lovable. So whatever plans that you build in the whatever projects that you build in the free plan, they are not private projects. So they are going to be publicly visible to everyone in the Lovable. So that's something which you need to know, unless you are paid subscriber. The same way, in the co.dev, you have something called plus option in the in the plan. So this is something which you need to subscribe. And also, strangely, they also want you to buy actual credits to be able to run the commands, uh, or the instructions to create the website, which I felt strange, but it's up to their business model, which we can't debate. So now let's go. I'm going to create a project. What's the name that ChatGPT gave us? So it's a SnapQR. Let's do a SnapQR. I'm going to create a project. So I'm going to paste the command. And here you can actually see like there are different models that these AI tools use when talking or creating something. So the co.dev, by default, it's using Claude for Sonnet. But if you want to make it pointing to a different platform, so you can also do that actually. So it's asking, you want to add database login. So I say, okay, let's do this later. So I mean, like, we don't need to do add database, all these things right now. So I'm just going to create a generate app to see if I can get that. Proceed. So it's basically prompting me or reconfirming. Okay, so you're proceeding without user login or database. Do you want to proceed? Yes, I want to. Let's see what it's going to do and how it's going to look compared to the what Lovable has created. You know what? Maybe let's try parallelly with the what I want to try. Let me think. Okay, so I want to try with Bolt new AI. So I get this. I'm going to paste again the same and going to click on to find what it's going to do. Let's go to co.dev to see what is it doing. It's still doing something. I don't remember the last time when I tried this co.dev or bolt.new. How fast are they? But normally, Lovable I felt is faster, or it's very decently faster. Let's wait for some more time. First of all, is it doing something? That's something which I want to find out, but maybe it's not doing something because normally when something is happening, it usually gives this money spent here. So, but it doesn't seem like it's doing that. Let's stop it and continue to see if there is something. Is it because I ran multiple accounts on this for app co.dev? I don't know. Let's see. The same thing here. So I don't know. Let's see here. Code if it's doing something. You know what? I'm going to stop this. And if I remember the last time, I had to change this probably to something else. Let me try with Gemini 2.5 Pro and see what happens. No, it's still not doing something, anything. I'm going to change to ChatGPT? No. So I think it's still taking this one. So what I do is take this completely, paste it back, run it. Stop this. I want to go to a different project maybe to see. It says it's waiting to be built. So, okay, let's continue then and see what happens. It's also not doing something. It's strange that I can't see any logs as well. Okay. So now you can see when I rerun in the bolt, it's actually trying to do something, create initial files, it's completed. And so when I try to create the things in the bolt now, when I try to rerun, so it's actually trying to do something. It says, I just refresh the page and it's trying to install some dependencies. The dependency step is completed. It's in this one is in the bolt.new. Doesn't look like it's doing something. I think in the cloud as well. So let's do one thing. Let's do another project and try to rerun it and see what happens. Start a new chat. I'm going to run it again. Yeah, I still don't understand why the bolt is not doing anything, as well as the co.dev, unless I have some network connection issues or the timing is bad to run it during this time of the day. But let's go back to the lovable and look a bit more onto this one. So this is a website that we created, and now let's see if we can tweak some things and how can we just prompt to fix some of these. So for example, let's see where we need some improvements. Create QR code. Yeah, here the logo upload pro feature. Okay, so it's actually saying it's already pro feature, so that's the reason it's blocked. So we are still on the free version. So I see there is virtually nothing that we can change right now, because unless we integrate with the database, let's try to change the theme of the website, which I still don't like. So can you change theme of the website to, I like navy blue, so let's try that. And be careful, I'm just doing all these for to let you know guys what we can do, but here we are asking to just change the name, sorry, the theme. uh, it can also cost you 1 credit for this. So sometimes you might need to mix up multiple prompts related to different things into the same prompt, but as long as it's not you are being very clear to the lovable, so it can do it in the single prompt. So let's say for example, I want to change the theme. I want to my QR codes to look a little bit different. Maybe I want a specific color, only not all the colors. You can also do that. Let's say we can, yeah. Why don't we just do that for QR code generation? The colors available to be only black, blue, red. Templates. Let's see what it's going to do. I'm not being very clear here. I'm just telling it to do. I'm not. Let's see if it can figure out what changes to do and if we can do that. So while it's running, so I have built some projects for myself. Of course, it's not. I did not publicly push most of it. It's just for my initial learning. I learned a lot of things. For example, how to apart from the building a website, so how you can integrate AI into your websites, and how can you send an email to your customers from your website on successful logins and other things. And yeah, those extra things were the most satisfying things other than just creating. So, oh, okay, so this is how we used to get spammed a lot, and this is how we used to get a lot of emails, and this is how the sign up works. And when you get to know, oh, okay, these are the things that are happening in the back end, I think you guys also feel very useful. So out of all the vibe coding tools I have created, I think Lovable does a very good job relatively. Of course, it's not perfect yet, but if you're just using for a prototype or a small website, I think it does a good job. And if you're a prompt genius, then maybe you can also generate some cool websites where you can make a lot of money. Of course, if you market it well. So let's see here. Yeah, this is a little bit cool theme. There are still some blue, not the navy blue, but I think I like it better than the previous, but it still needs more work on it. So now this is the one part of it. Now let's go to the generate QR code and see where is the themes. Okay, yeah. So it basically changed what we had before, and it gave me themes. It is intelligent to think, okay, what we need. So I can say I don't need sometimes, yeah, of course, it's always told you need to prompt very clearly in order to stop AI missing the things which are already working. But sometimes even just the simple and vague things can work, but I would always suggest you to be as clear as possible. Okay, so with this, I think I think it's a very good introduction to what is vibe coding, and one of these tools. I unfortunately I could not show the remaining tools because they are still not running. Mm, yeah, I don't think Bolt is going to work today. So, but I'm going to show it in our next series of sessions, Bolt or any other tool that we want to use. But I'm pretty sure the Lovable will be our favorite. So if you like what we are going to do, so I also have a if you want to use this Lovable, so I have a link in the description and also in the comments pasted. So please feel free to use that to sign up. So it will be helpful for the channel to get more content of these. And please subscribe